Hey guys, it is your girl Tanisha, Shanee, Miss Inspiration here. I wanted to do the quick message. Last night I was on an amazing podcast called Tears to Purpose Monologue Movement. It is on Facebook. I will be dropping the link in the description, so please make sure that you go over there and you can watch the full interview. But this question came up in the comments, and I did not get a chance to directly answer this question. So I'm going to use my YouTube platform to answer this question because I think it's something that many of us do not tend to think about too often. I was sharing my weight loss journey and how I started in 2012 and how I was able to not only get healthy but walk away from a very unhealthy relationship. For those of you that don't know, when I started my journey, I was in a relationship, and the one thing that I noticed kind of early was that there were certain foods that I was eating, and it wasn't that I was addicted to the foods. It was that there were things that was happening in my life, and that's the comfort that I went to when I was feeling some type of way. So I realized, like, for example, Chinese food. I ate Chinese food when I was angry or I was extremely frustrated. um I went to Wendy's because in this particular relationship, I don't know, it was hard for me to express myself. So like he would say demeaning things, he would just hurt my feelings, and instead of me lashing back out, I would suppress it, and then I would end up just being emotional, and I would get in the car and I would go to Wendy's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And so when I started my journey, I'm drinking water, I'm eating my vegetables, eating my fruit, I'm, dancing in my house because that was my exercise in the beginning. And I started to realize if I'm going to treat myself better physically, I need to also think about the other aspects of my life. I think so often we forget that, healthy is not just what you're consuming, but the relationships that you're involved in. And that was actually the starting point for me to realize, like, I have to get away from this relationship because it's not what I need. It was not in alignment of my values. At that time, I probably did not really identify my core values, but it was starting to make sense that this was not healthy, and I wanted everything around me to be healthy, and that included the relationship that I was in. So that was actually the first time, and I think I did share this in a podcast, but that was actually the first time that I actually walked away from a relationship. Normally, I had a bad habit of staying in relationships until they left. I left that relationship because I was ready to go. It was not going to be beneficial to me. So I wanted to use this time to answer that question, and I hope it helps someone as they're on their path of healthy mind, body, and spirit. I love you guys.